How's it going, everyone? It is Andre Williams, and over here we talk stocks and we focus on one thing. Always protect your profits. And today we're going to be talking about Exela. Exela ended up having a strong day inside of the market. And hey, we're going to be talking about it. So I won't waste any more time. Let's jump into the agenda. If you're new to this channel, I just want to let you know we have timestamps down below inside the description. But if you are a shareholder or you're thinking about taking a position, I highly suggest you watch this full entire video. So the first thing we're going to be going over is the technical analysis. We're going to be taking a look at the overall price action. We want to know support, we want to know resistance, and what to look forward to in regards to next week. And then secondly, we're going to be going on Fintel, taking a look at the short interest information. This will have an impact on the stock price, so that's why we go over it. And then we're going to be taking a look at the order flow distribution. We want to know, are institutions loading up on shares today? Are they selling? Are they buying? We're going to be finding out. And then when all of that is done, we'll be jumping into the final thoughts. So let's get to it. So we're going to be doing a technical analysis for Exela. Let's see how it performed on the day. So it ended up closing at $3.22, being up 6.62% on the day. On the low, it tested $2.84, and then on the high, testing $3.27. When we take a look at the volume stats on the day, we traded at 32.99 million shares. And as far as for the average volume over 10 trading days, it's at 44.744 million. So even though we did have below average volume, we do see that we still ended up being green. And part of the reasons of this is that there's a lot of buying. We do have anticipation in regards to earnings. So of course we ended up benefiting from this. So when we take a look at the indicators down below, looking at the RSI, we're right around 60.35. So yes, we are in the overbought territory. Indicators on the chart, we are above the 200-day, the 100-day, and as well as the 21-day EMA. And I was telling you guys, as long as we have strength above the 21-day EMA, things are going to continue to look good. So even though we did have a day yesterday, I was telling you guys, hey, I'm pretty sure XELA should be able to pick things back up, and it did exactly that. So we ended up seeing some resistance right around this $3.20 level for today, and we ended up actually pulling back. But the good thing is we finished above $3.20. So finishing above 320 is definitely a great feat for Exela. And as far as for next week is concerned, I'm looking forward to more bullish movement. I want to see a retest of 327 and seeing that move getting to 336. If we can get past 336, then the next level, of course, to look out for will be right here around 352. And you guys know, if we get past 352, there's definitely some upside there. But do keep in mind other fact in regards to after hours. As long as we close above $3, things are going to continue to look good. We tested 284 on the day. 21-day EMA is at $2.82. So that just shows that, hey, that's been acting as an area of support. So we do have some strength there. And that's what I was saying. Due to the volume that happens in after hours and the pre-market, XELA still continues to look strong, especially if it's staying above $3 or just at that $3 level. Hope you guys found this helpful. So we're going to be taking a look at the short interest information for Exela. As we scroll down on the page, the short shares availability is at 300,000, updated 9 minutes ago. And as far as for the short ball fee rate, it is at 9.02%. Taking a look at the history of the short volume ratio, you can see here for August the 5th, it's at 40.25, and on the 4th, it was at 52.59. So we see that it has gone down quite a bit. But one of the things we do need to understand, it is still above the 21% that we normally look for. So it continues to have short squeeze potential written all over it. And with the anticipation of earnings coming for next week, I still see more demand and more buying pressure inside of this stock. So continue to keep it on your watch list. Now let's take a look at the order flow distribution for Exela. So we can see here on the inflow it's at 22.73, and on the outflow it's at 21.99. So as far as on the large, we have 7.29. On the medium, we have 11.80, and on the small, we have 3.64. Now on the outflow side on the large, it's at 7.76. On the medium, we have 10.83, and then on the small, we have 3.42. When we take a look at the large scale orders in the last 5 days, you can see for the 6th, the 5th, and as well as the 4th, they were all outflow days in regards to large scale orders. But you can see on the 3rd and on the 2nd, these were inflow days. But overall on the day, as you saw, inflows ended up beating outflows. So with the data that we have in front of us, there's definitely still a lot to look forward to for XELA going into next week. We do know about earnings. There is going to be some anticipation and as well as some FOMO. So I continue to keep a look, keep an eye on it, because there will be a spike that will be coming. So now let's jump into the final thoughts. So for my final thoughts for XELA, there's a lot of variables we need to pay attention to here. When we went on Fintel, taking a look at the short interest information, we still see it has short squeeze potential. So if we have a lot of buying volume coming into the stock, of course we could see some strong moves to the upside. But I also want to make sure you emphasize on your entries. Your entry is so important. A member inside of the Discord, which is our private group, asked me, Dre, what is a good price to buy XELA at? And I said, hey, you know what? If you can get it at $2.90, that is a good price, or even below, even better. And what did the stock ended up closing at? Closed around $3.22. I did not, and I repeat, I do not tell anyone who's a member of my private group to be overpaying or to FOMO into anything. So he was able to get in at $2.90 and he is up right now. So I want you to be clear and focused on the type of entry you're looking for. You've heard me talk about on the channel about the $3 area of support and as well as the 21-day EMA holding up around the 280s. So pay attention to that and use that to your advantage. And of course, things can change, so keep an eye on that fluctuation and that volatility. Now, as far as institutions continuing to load up on shares, this is definitely great to see. But like I said, going into next week, I do see there could be a lot of volatility. And as far as earnings concerned, I know many of you might end up getting out of your positions, or you're just going to be having a completely different plan overall in general. And I want to emphasize the fact that you work on a plan that is right for you. For myself, I just make sure anyone who's inside of my private group knows what they need to do in regards to their entry and as well as their exits, and making sure that they have the right strategy in place so they can protect their profits. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll be talking real soon.